So ladies, Face of Woha for 2022, our beautiful finalists, welcome to this beautiful meeting with our 2021 Meet Face of Women of Heart Awards, Clarisa Romero. She is an award-winning thought leader, change agent, advocate for hacking your mindset for peak performance. Clarisa is also an award-winning mindset and transformational coach, certified in mindfulness and conscious business. She is an international best-selling author of The Fearless Entrepreneur. She is passionate about helping women discover untapped talents and infinite potential. So my beautiful 2022 finalists, meet the amazing, incredible, our beautiful face of Woha, Clarisa Romero. And I just want to say personally that she has been a great face of Woha throughout 2021 and beyond. And I just love her to pieces. And she's so sweet, loving, and has a great personality, a great representation for any brand worldwide. And connect with her because she is a beautiful soul who works from the heart space. So reach out to her if you have any questions, or if you're going through any difficult situation. She is like a sister. She is your Woha sister. And I'm so happy that I have the opportunity to introduce to you to the amazing face of Woha once again, 2021, our beautiful Clarisa Romero.
What an introduction. Her Royal Highness Princess Desiree Richardson is an amazing human being. I love you, and I am so grateful, eternally grateful, because as we have said many times, this is a sisterhood forever. Once you're part of the Face of Woha family, that makes us sisters forever. I am eternally grateful for her creating this amazing, beautiful, much needed space. I will share a little bit about my journey when I was a finalist. Actually, prior to even being a finalist, because I shy away from anything that's competitive or anything that has any flavor of competition. I usually shy away from that. When a good, amazing soul sister, Maria Santiago Valentin, nominated me to apply to be the face of Woha, I was a little skeptical. Once I started researching, what is this whole face of Woha? What is this whole Woha? This exists because the reason why Maria recommended I give it a shot was because I always spoke about how important it is to work from the heart. Because I see so many people that are not operating from that space. Early on in my journey, I would go to events of people that I have been following, and it was so disheartening when you met them in person and who they appeared to be in camera was not who you met in person. Like their egos were the only thing you were meeting. They were lacking genuineness and heart in everything that they did. Needless to say, working from the heart is very important for me. When I researched and I got to know Desiree, I said, okay, I'll definitely give this a shot. And obviously I don't regret it because I continue to meet women vibrating in that space throughout the world, which is beautiful, because sometimes you think, my goodness, are they out there? And then you start seeing all these women from all these countries. And that's why I said I want to hear all the countries that everyone's representing, because it's so beautiful to connect all across the globe, especially at a time like right now that we've had so much going on that takes away from our faith and our hope. While I was going through my journey as a finalist of the Face of Woha, I was dealing with a lot of health issues. I almost gave up on so many occasions, and Desiree never gave up. You guys have such an amazing leader and sister in Her Royal Highness, because she was there. She knew the struggles. When I created the videos or when I went on camera, everyone saw my smile and my positivity, but she knew that I was struggling to get out of bed physically, dealing with a lot of physical issues, going through a lot of therapy, medical appointments. And she was constantly there sending energy, sending her amazing love vibration, sending recordings, checking in, not letting me give up, because there were so many times that I would say, but man, I just can't. I'm so busy and I'm in so much pain. And I was hanging by a thread. I sincerely, from the heart, felt is that whoever was going to win was going to be the one that needed to win. That's what the universe has in alignment for it to be that person. So the whole time I know if it's me, then it's me, and then I guess by a thread I'll hang it and it'll be me. But otherwise, we're in this for the message, right? For the message of what Her Royal Highness has started. What has she started? Something, a platform where we can come together if you're someone that wants to see a better future and you want to be part of that change. And so that should not be defined by, oh, great, I'll stick with it if I think I'm going to win, and otherwise my heart's not in it. Then, and I'm sure that no one here feels that way, but that I wholeheartedly prescribe to that. We're in this for the message, for the vision, for the mission, for the purpose of elevating humanity, because that's what we're attracted to this. That's what we're attracted to Her Royal Highness's work, because it's the message. Otherwise, I can tell you personally, I wouldn't have stuck to the end if it wasn't that I saw her genuine heart behind this message of bringing women together. It's a constant work. And Her Royal Highness and I were having this conversation because even when you're doing your work on a daily basis, there's going on in the world that we have to make an intentional, concerted effort every day to stay in that love vibration. This is what I love her work so much, and why when I put the hashtag Face of Woha and I talk about the Face of Woha, I speak of it so proudly because I think that it's a solution to the world's problems. We need to stay in that love vibration. Let's remember the science behind the heart. When people say, let's stay in the love vibration, what does that mean? That can be measured. And vibrate in the frequency of love, it's like vibrate at 500 or above. It means that if we fall into fear because of things that we hear in the media, or we fall into envy, guess what? We're not at 500 and above. We're dropping in that scale. And so there's science behind this. And to me, that's fascinating. So those that know me and follow my work, they know that I speak a lot about the brain science and how to reprogram ourselves and how to hack our mind. But to really be that change that we want, that message that Her Royal Highness has instituted as the mission of Women of Heart, we need to constantly, every day, be checking that we're vibrating at that frequency and above. And that when we're not, because life is life and things happen, and sometimes things happen and that are not so pleasant, or we have health issues, or something tragic happens in our lives and we may fall a little off on that scale. But when you're in awareness of that, then it's our job and it's our duty as Women of Heart to get ourselves back up on that energy, because we know that the longer that you stay on that vibration, it's a ripple effect on our personal lives, and that's what we're emitting out to the world. To be the face of Woha, Women of Heart Awards, to be in that energy, it means that you embody that boss lady, right? That you embody that masculine and that feminine energy. You embody them both and you balance it. There are times to be assertive and aggressive and go after what we want. And then we have to balance it with the compassion that as women, it's innate in us, that we take into consideration everybody. So we cannot forget that's why we're here, because we're thinking, yes, us, we got to be healthy. We have to love ourselves, but then we have to think of that greater good for the rest of the world. Keeping that as the core messaging and understanding what that means is staying at that vibration of 500 and above. 2 years ago, there was a groundbreaking study out of a university in Germany that showed that while the chest area on average emits, and I don't know if you all know like the word photons, which is light or photons, right? Our heart, when it's normally palpitating and breathing, it emits 20 photons, 20 little packages of light, let's say. However, when we meditate on love, when we are intentional and you have a clear thought of what you're sending out to the world and the heart matches, we emit an amazing 100,000 photons. It goes from 20 to 100,000 photons. I have an image how that looks when measured, because what happens is that when they measure the electromagnetic field emanating out of our heart, when we're normally breathing and living, well, it emanates through the trunk of your body. But when you consciously, intentionally vibrate love and you focus on that intention, it's exorbitant. It just emanates out of you, out into the world. And I have an image that I want to share with you. And let me see if this works. Can you all see the image, the picture? Okay, so on the left, if we're in fear and those lower vibrations, you see the electromagnetic field, that field is just on the top portion. But when we vibrate from the heart intentionally, on purpose, and this is what we're sending, this is how powerful we can be. And when we do that, we impact the outside, we impact the world, we impact those around us. I have a clip, and then I'll take any questions that you have. When you are in this extravaganza, remember, this is a sisterhood. We're here for a sisterhood. It doesn't matter who becomes the face of Woha. We should be sticking together with this message and constantly be elevating ourselves, elevating our sisters, because it's about that greater good. It's about that message. It's about what the platform is for. When we hear that quote, be the change that you want to see in the world, there's science behind that. Now you have an image. We literally have to be that change. We have to vibrate that change. And we have to take very serious that we are women of heart and what that means. Because anytime that if we fall into envy or competition or fear or anything that's below the 500, guess what? We're rippling that out there. And then, which is unfortunately where most people are, they're not as conscious about that. They don't really know the science, and that's why we have the troubles that we have in the world. But also with that information on the small clip that I want to share on the Maharishi effect, don't know if anyone knows about the Maharishi effect, which is totally in line with this, the meditation effect. Recently it's now been coined from Maharishi effect to the meditation effects, that when the current number of population in the world right now is 8 billion, and it takes 1% of the world population emanating this love vibration and above, and we can change whatever we put our intention to. So if we want to make sure that war, violence goes down, whatever it is, it's been documented for decades at this point. And that's what I want to leave you with, because remember, I'm sure that all of you are having your challenges. Like I shared, I had many challenges during my experience as a finalist. And as much as I did my inner work, there were times that I wanted to give up. That yes, I fell off that love vibration, and Her Royal Highness was like, oh no, stay in there no matter what, whether it's you or not, but stay in here, stay with your message, keep putting your videos, because it's about that greater good. Let's keep that in mind. We have a lot of power. I welcome any questions, any comments, any inquiries that you have as you're going through your journey. Also, if I didn't get to meet you in the beginning, introduce yourselves.
Hi everybody, I'm Riala from South Africa. Greetings.
Welcome Ria. Nice to see you. I know I met you early on.
Yes.
You're in South Africa, and I'm glad that you were able to keep the camera on. I know you said you were having some challenging tech issues.
Very bad lighting, and the weather is very bad. Suddenly it's just snowing and wind and all that at once.
But I can see you well, and it's nice for those that can turn on your camera. It's nice to be able to see the faces of the new women of heart. Wow.
I'm gonna do it again since now there's more persons here.
Yes.
My name is Maria Eduardo, and I am from a tiny island in the Caribbean. 2 countries on 1 island, French and Dutch.
Fascinating. My former boss used to be from St. Martin. Yeah.
Lovely.
I love the Caribbean. My
So
goodness.
after all,
Yes.
we're not that small. We're only 37 square miles, but I see that we're known.
Yes. And people love to vacation there.
Oh, yes.
Anyone else wants to introduce themselves?
Hi, everybody. Hi. I'm
Hi.
Natasha. Hi, everybody. I'm Natasha Bailey. I'm the founder and CEO of Synthesis London and Synthesis Chronicles. As you can tell, I'm currently traveling home. So I'm around a lot of people right now.
Are you in a plane or are you on a plane?
Oh, I wish I was on a plane. I wish I was on a plane. I'm on a train. I'm on a train
Okay.
going home. So I'm from the UK. It's lovely to meet everybody and yourself, Clarissa. I want to start.
Oh, it's such a wonderful feeling to meet you, all of you.
Here.
Nice
I
to
love
meet
the-
you.
Nice to meet you too.
I was going to ask a question.
Vilma, were you going to say something?
Yes. Hello. Hi, everyone. I'm Vilma from Brazil, and I'm here with my students, and they are all paying
Internet so bad.
attention to everyone. And wow, the girls are so beautiful. Clarisa is a princess.
Oh,
They are enchanted with you.
wonderful,
Oh.
wonderful. And let me see.
Sorry, the connection's not so great right now. Can you hear me?
Yes, now I can hear you.
Okay, great, because the connection's just going crazy. So I wanted to ask a question. I wanted to ask, how do you deal with your vibration being so high, knowing that a lot of people in the world are currently working from low vibrational energy?
You got cut off, so I'm not sure if you were asking me how do you deal with, especially when most people are not vibrating at 500 and above. Okay, it starts with knowing that our power has to come from within. So that's one of my mantras that I live by. It doesn't matter how people are vibrating around me. Well, this wasn't always the case. I had to train myself to not let that impact me because I'm an empath, which means I feel everything. So I have had to learn through the years, one, what an empath was, how you empower yourself as an empath that can feel everyone's energy, and especially when it's low, like low energy around you. So I learned to source my power from within. So I don't allow external circumstances, no matter what they are, and no matter from who they're vibrating from, whether it's a relative, loved ones, close loved ones, friends, colleagues, whoever they are, I don't allow that to dictate how I feel. That's one of the things that I had to train myself for a while to get to this point. And when I started on this path of keeping my vibration as high as possible, and when it drops, working to get it back up, I realized that it really bothers people that are not vibrating at that vibration. It bothers them. And they'll sometimes say nasty things, or they'll try to provoke you. But when you work on staying present as much as possible, you see when that happens. And I speak a lot about how do you stay in that equanimity, in that, in that neutral state, where you don't give in to that, you don't give in to those triggers. It takes daily work. It takes every day. There are things that I'm doing in the morning to prep myself for the day, and a lot of it is in order to be able to do that. And that's why before any phone call, before any training with clients, before any presentation, I ground and I center and I try to come from a high vibration form. There are things that I do to prepare my space to stay there. And I always remind myself, it's not about what they think. If someone doesn't like it, and I see when I go somewhere or I speak somewhere and they don't like that you're shining bright, that you are on that high vibration, but I see right through it, and in my head, I remind myself that's tough luck, because I'm going to continue. And when you're clear on what your intention is and what your mission is in this planet, and you're clear that you have to stay there, and that when you go below, you have to come back up because there's a mission. The world needs it. And if I stay on that low vibration, I don't help myself and I don't help anyone around me. So when I'm clear on what I do every day and why I do it, it helps me to keep my energy and my vibration at level and above as much as possible. Once again, we're human. We all get upset once in a while. We get mad. We go through fear. All our normal emotions that as humans that we experience. But it's about that resilience. I went through a very dark period of my life where I wasn't equipped with the tools that I now have. So my vibration would go low and it would stay low for a while. I was depressed because I've been there. I know how important it is to not stay there. So I work every day to get back onto 500 and above.
Yeah, I can resonate with you so much because I'm all in that, and I have been working on creating those boundaries, doing things like that. It does take a lot of work though.
It takes a lot of work every day, forever. And that's what I came to understand. This is what they call the work. It's work. That's why each day I have tools and I'm always incorporating additional tools. I call it my mindful toolkit. I have to have many tools because there's a lot going on in the world. We need as many internal, external tools to help us stay grounded, to help us centered, to help us come back to why we're here and why we do what we do and why we have to continue doing what we do. Why, like, we're the hope, not just hope. To say a little bit more about the Maharishi effect and all that science that I was talking about, that when the heart and the mind are incongruent, that's why sometimes we can say, oh yeah, we want to see more love, we want to see more sisterhood, but most people are not being congruent in what they're thinking and saying with what they're feeling. So we have to work on that, so more of us are emanating that into the world, and then we will see, and I'm seeing it, more and more people are aware that we can't be listening to the news all the time and just listening to negative things, and that we have to watch those thoughts, and that we all get them, but we can't stay there, and that it's more important to visualize. Let's take the situation in Ukraine. If we focus on all the negative stuff that TV shows us, I fall off the vibration, and then I think, oh my goodness, it's the end of the world. And then I quickly realize what's happening, and I need to visualize differently if I want to see it change. It's our job as women of heart to realize that every day and forever. It's our job every day. It's the work every day to stay on that vibration, working together, supporting each other.
Gift, I hope that everything's okay with you, Queen. I know that you're going through a bit of a struggle right now, and I hope everything gets better for you. I know I saw a video that she put on Facebook, and there's like a flood that she's had in her house. So I just want to send kisses and love to you from London.
My goodness. Oh my goodness. Yes, same here. My God. And here she is with a big smile. And this is amazing because here she is. There's an example. Sometimes we're going through things, and here she is. She could have opted to say, oh, I would have loved to be with these women, but I'm dealing with my own issues. But here she is with us.
We also want to say hi to Al Hassan. She's in Ghana. You can turn up your mute mic and say hi to us, Al Hassan. We love to hear your voice. You're close to the microphone.
Hello, everyone. Good evening to you all. To Ghana, here we are. It is evening, so I'm saying hi to you all. I love you all. I'm preparing for my exam. That is why I'm not talking so much on this. Thank you very much, and do have a grateful day.
Oh, thank you for introducing yourself. Best of luck. Sending tons and tons of amazing energy for your exam to go very well.
Clarisa, I'm going to have to jump off of Zoom because I'm going to go and get another train now. So I won't be able to.
Absolutely. Right now, so. Nice meeting you. Thank you for so joining us.
Lovely meeting you all. Mwah. Kisses to everybody, and good luck to everybody. Good luck, okay, ladies. You're all beautiful.
Same to you as well.
Continue shining. Bye.
Oh, my love.
Bye. Are there any other questions? If anyone thinks of anything that you're curious about, anything about my experience, and afterwards, feel free to reach out, feel free to connect with me and just ask. Like I said, we're all here to support each other, cheer each other along this journey, not just during this extravaganza, but moving forward. This is about growing this sisterhood and growing the platform because it's about the message. It's about that message of being that hope and that change throughout the world. But if there's something that you think of afterwards, I'm more than happy to answer anything if you reach out to me.
Okay, thank you so much. Our beautiful face of Woha 2021. Oh my goodness. We're full for you to take your time to come here today to talk to our beautiful 2022 finalists. We love you so much. We adore you. We respect you. We value you. We honor you. We cherish you. And you're us forever.
I love you. I love you. I love the platform. I love you, ladies. I'm cheering for all of you, and tons of love, genuine love from my heart to all of you during this process and beyond. I look forward to continue to get to know all of you. So blessings and thank you. Thank you for joining me, and thank you for what you're doing. I look forward to continuing to see all of you.
Okay. Thank you so much, Clarisa, for the encouraging words. Very powerful. Love it. You're awesome.
Oh, love you all.